So, this week's been kind of fun. Bunch of things have been kind of happening. Work stuff. Finals week has just ended, so break has begun. But E3 also just kind of happened, and we got some video game news. Video games. Certain ones of us here are interested in Halo, so that was news.
Yeah. I know a lot of people apparently really down on the trailer because it didn't show us anything. They told us beforehand, don't get your expectations up, and I thought it looked really good, and I'm kind of excited now.
Yeah, it looks interesting.
It's a year and a half away.
I'm curious on where they took that because I wasn't exactly pleased with the story as it stood, so we'll see what happens. But, nowadays, who plays these games for story? They just want multiplayer, right?
There's plenty of people who want Halo for the story still.
Yeah, it's not like Call of Duty. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it plays and what they do with it. I'm also kind of interested in that Flight Sim showed up again. Microsoft brought back the flight simulator, which this could be really cool. I might have to check that out. But anyway, we're not really here to talk about video games. We're here to talk about ponies, so let's officially get this podcast started. Yes, welcome to another episode of Pony 411. This is episode 265 for the week of June 16th, 2019. I am Alca7raz, and joining me is Nemesis.
Hey.
Like we mentioned earlier, it's been a fun week. Stuff happens. This episode, again, is going to be just standard length. Things are winding down, so short amount of news. The episode is going to be quite fun, actually. The pony episode, although apparently it's a bit controversial in multiple ways, more than we were originally expecting.
Yeah.
So we will definitely talk about that later on, but we do have some news. We also have a comic to talk about and another Equestria Girls short, along with a little bit of fan content updates. Not a huge amount, though. Let's get into the news. As always, if you would like to follow along, you can follow our show notes at pony411.libsyn.com/shownotes. And remember, that's spelled Libsyn. So go there, click the link for this episode, and let's get into this. In convention news, BronyCon has announced M.A. Larson, Sarah Richard, as well as their cosplay contest and fashion show. So check out their Twitter links for more information on those things. In merchandise news, Hasbro has made a licensing deal for MLP-themed luxury handbags. I'm not going to try and pronounce that name. It's one of those weird, trendy names.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what letter that's the plus minus is supposed to replace. Yeah. Designer handbags and pony things.
Oh, yeah, it's based in G1.
Yeah, so if you like G1 and you want a handbag, keep your eyes peeled for that one.
Bag for hands.
A bag
Lyra
for
will be pleased.
Cooked them up and ate them. And speaking more about G1, apparently a Stranger Things themed upside down G1 Applejack is a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently a bunch of things are doing like a promotional tie-in for it.
All upside down stuff.
And colorless too. It's like gray. Haven't watched Stranger Things, so that's about all I can say on that one. In Equestria Girls news, the shorts Camping Must-Haves and Festival Filters are up on YouTube. So apparently we forgot one last week.
Yeah, we just kind of
we're mentioning it now.
It's hard to remember when you already watched it and talked about it a couple weeks beforehand.
Yep. And in Friendship is Magic news, in 1 week...
Actually, less than that
in less than 1 week... production officially is over.
In fact, by the time people hear this, it'll be this week.
Yeah, it will be just days. And production will be officially over for Friendship is Magic.
Apparently, based off, if we took the 1 week at face value, that means it's the 21st of June will be the final day.
Happy birthday, it's over. Oh. That's happening then, too.
Womp womp.
It's finally wrapping up. And the last bit of news, a promo for the mid-season finale is up as well.
In case you haven't watched it yet.
In case you haven't already seen it. That is the news. Moving on to discussion stuff. We have a comic to talk about.
Yep. It's Friendship is Magic number 78, the final issue of the Cosmos arc. Once again, written by Katie Cook and Handy Bryce, art by Andy Price, and the colors by Heather Beckel. In which we get a little bit of, I guess, more of Cosmos's perspective and stuff. And, oh, hey, yeah, Cosmos is a big old monster thing made of bits and pieces from the pony she took over.
Yep.
Yeah, yep. It's, I guess, the big climax of the whole thing.
Yep, that's climax and resolution.
They have to stop Cosmos, and they kind of stumble across the way to do so. And, yeah, I can't really summarize better than that, I guess.
Yeah, not without spoiling it.
Yeah. It was pretty good, I guess.
I liked it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Just some of it's like, there's some weird things I feel. I think the jokes at one point got a little too meta.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, especially like, one right after another. We got both Discord and Pinky both breaking the fourth wall in very short order.
Yeah, or like literally including the cover of the previous issue.
Yeah, I wasn't super big fan. I wasn't a big fan of that one. There was some cool stuff in there, like the plan. I guess they came up with kind of his crazy one because Pinky apparently came up with it, which is
okay. The Independence Day reference.
It wasn't just that. There was 3 references in that panel alone.
Yeah, there was references.
I'm pretty sure Star Trek. I'm seeing Braveheart and Independence Day.
Yeah, the Independence Day was a big upfront.
Yeah, there's some cool stuff in there. Other than that, though, it's kind of like, oh yeah, we can see stuff happening, and I guess who Cosmos really is to a degree.
Yep,
it's kind of neat. Although it was kind of like, yeah, it kind of. I guess this is one of the comics that actually really uses the medium to its fullest potential versus some of the other stuff, which is just words. Yeah, I feel some of it just kind of. But yeah, it's pretty cool. There's some cool bits of artwork and stuff as well. So overall, I think the Cosmos arc is actually pretty good.
I liked it.
Yeah,
for a resolution of a multi-issue arc, it's one of the better ones we've had.
Yeah,
not the best, but one of the better, definitely.
Yeah. The Cosmos arc overall is pretty good. So yeah, I think overall, I'd go ahead and recommend picking up the Cosmos arc. It's kind of weird, but sometimes it's like, I don't know. There's some little minor things I would complain about here and there, but otherwise, it's actually pretty solid.
We will not go quietly into the night.
Okay, you don't have to quote it.
I'm sorry, it's just such a good speech.
Yeah, but you do not have to quote it, especially since you are not going to measure up anywhere near. What
no one. Oh man, I still remember the time when his flight suit went up online. Woot.com was selling it once. It was one of their April Fool's sales where they had a bunch of really random things and sometimes really high value. They actually had his flight suit from the movie.
Yeah.
I was like, oh geez. Yeah, that was a thing. I totally would have got that if I had the chance.
But yeah, it's overall the comics arc that this was. I don't remember how many issues, but yeah, this comic arc overall was actually pretty solid, and I recommend getting it. Probably trade paperback is probably going to be best bet from here. So there's that.
Yep, that was that. So another thing we're going to talk about, another short did actually come out. It's a little bit different because it's called Find the Magic.
It's a music video.
It's a music video, and it's dazzling.
Yeah, we talked about it last week, actually.
Yeah.
Because we knew it was coming.
Yeah. The Dazzlings are officially back. So, yes, it's apparently at this music festival that we've been seeing reference to in the other shorts.
Yeah, many of the other shorts.
Setting up for this, and here they are.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's definitely a thing.
Yes. Also, it's actually, I think it's a really good music video and music in general. I really liked it. I know apparently a lot of people were like, I don't know.
I liked it. It was a good song.
I really liked the song a lot. It was and also some of the visuals I liked, because a lot of the visuals they did in it were actually really well done, I think. I think a lot of people were initially upset because like, oh, this is it. This is what we're going to get. We're just going to do a shorthand version of a redemption of sorts. But apparently Nick Confalone has said there is a special coming, which this leads into.
Yep.
which if I call this special, there was a book recently called The Star Swirl Do-Over. That book is based on this special that's coming up.
Interesting.
And that book was very much a Groundhog Day scenario for Sunset. And I know, but here's the thing. I'm a little worried because I've seen some of the details about the book, and I'm hoping that the book differs greatly from the actual special in a lot of ways, because there's some details about the book I'm like, I don't like that so much. Like, apparently, like, the Dazzlings, apparently, the little, I guess, minor spoilers for the book, which I haven't read, but I saw details of, and possible minor spoilers for the special as well. One of the things is, apparently the Dazzlings don't have that big of a role in it.
Oh,
they appear, but they don't really do much. And the other thing was some guy at Sunset is hanging around. It was like, oh, jeez.
No.
Don't do this. Don't do this to me. Yeah. Other than that, hopefully I'm just hoping because again, the books have randomly in the past just introduced love interests for no apparent reason. Never mentioned in the actual specials or shorts or anything. So who knows?
Who knows? Well, someone knows.
Yeah.
Someone knows.
Yep.
So yes, that is definitely something to hopefully look forward to, the special.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully so. Yeah, but one of the things that I really liked was a lot of the one of the visuals, particularly the cup of tea, the tea leaf swirling. That's one of the visuals, the spinning and stuff. I just really like that. Some of that stuff they did. Although I will say that Sanaa's outfit's a little.
That's one complaint that I have seen a lot. Is like the tacos are a bit over the top.
Much. It's a little much. It's like, okay, yeah, we get it. Yeah, people really latched on to the taco thing. We really didn't need to go there again, and kind of almost ruins the outfit.
Yep.
And whatever.
Of course, then I've seen we'll just cut the tacos out. Outfit's better, even with the holes. Because it's the window at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, it's other than that, yeah, it's pretty good. And I mostly like the new outfits and stuff, and hopefully we'll see where this goes. I guess it's like,
yeah, the interesting one I think is they're holding the gems.
Yep, they're back in whole too. That's the other thing is the very end.
Sort of.
No, the final shot they are whole.
They're whole again. Yeah.
No sort of about it.
Yeah. So that's a thing.
Looks like they restored it somehow through realizing, oh hey, we don't have to be jerks.
Maybe.
That's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like. Because they seem genuinely happy and, not evil.
Not, eating negative energy. That's interesting.
Did they finally realize that laughter is better than screams?
Oh. I'll kidnap 1,000 children before I let this company burn to the ground.
Anyway. That was a thing. So I guess we'll move on to our final and primary discussion topic for this podcast. The Last Crusade. So, quick synopsis. Scootaloo's parents show up. Scootaloo's parents try and take her somewhere else. She and the rest of the CMC fight for her ability to stay. That's it.
Yep.
So, yes.
But there's a lot more to talk about, that's for sure.
Oh, boy, is there more to talk about. This is... Holy crap, this is an episode. Where to even begin?
How about the beginning?
Well, yeah, we'll begin with the beginning of the synopsis. Scootaloo's parents show up. Scootaloo is not an orphan. Scootaloo does have parents.
Surprise.
They exist.
It's not Fluttershy.
It's not Fluttershy. God, that's an old comic. Yeah. That is an old thing.
Yep. They're not abusers. They're not.
They're not horrible people either. There are a lot of the other really horrible fan theories.
Yep.
Scootaloo does have parents. It turns out they're like scientific researchers.
Yep. They like to travel the world,
searching for very rare creatures and
plants
and other things to try and help pony kind.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they're never around, because they're always off on adventures. So yes, and they do have names. We have Snap Shutter and
Maine Allgood.
Maine Allgood. Yes. It's all good.
Played by Bill Newton and Emily Tennant.
Yes. Respectively.
No, they switch off constantly. Yeah, that's one of the bombshells.
That's one of the two bombshells. The other one, it's less upfront against about how big of a bombshell it is, but
still, the fact it's there at all.
The fact that it is there. So Scootaloo's aunts.
Yeah, Aunt Holiday, not Auntie Lofty.
Yes, we've known that these have existed in canon because of it was with the books, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
one of the books.
And then they appeared in the comic. No,
so, yeah.
They're in the show.
Now, here they are in the show.
I think we actually wished for that. Back when.
I think we did. I would be surprised if we didn't. So, yes, they're here. And the way they're presented, the way that they are presented is obvious that they're not siblings.
They're gay. It's
And
pretty obvious.
that they are also an item. They live together. They hold hands. They next to each other. Whatever. They hold hooves. Yeah, so you have aunt and auntie.
Yep. Jackie Blackmore and Saffron Henderson
are the
voice
actors.
Yep. Yeah, and it's interesting because, they're kind of subtle about it. I kind of wish they weren't as so subtle. I wish they pushed a little harder. But
yeah, a little bit more like, a kiss or
something,
or a snuggle.
Because at this point, there's unfortunately enough wiggle room.
There's enough. They're not. They're just really close friends. They're just gals being pals.
Which you see that a lot. Two spinsters living together. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're spinsters.
Right.
Never ever found a significant other. That's for sure. Nope. Yep.
Yep.
There's everyone just ignoring the obvious because they don't want to acknowledge it. Yeah, the thing is, it took them long. It took them 9 seasons to get around to this sort of thing.
Yep.
Yeah, we got that finally. It not surprised me. I know for some fact or some people are going to be really mad about this. I'm going to drink their tears.
The tears will be delicious. I'm not usually one for Schadenfreude, but sometimes it's wonderful.
Yeah, so we got Scootaloo's gay aunts.
Yep. Scootaloo's family got a lot bigger really quickly.
Yeah, all of a sudden, 4 new ponies.
4 family members appeared in one episode.
Went from being an orphan to having 4 parents.
Yep.
Yeah, that's one of the big things. But there's more obviously in this episode. I mean, I hope there's more than this. Oh, here are the parents at the end. Here are the aunts at the end.
Yep. No. So the whole thing was Scootaloo's parents came to the realization with all these things happening that they need to spend more time together as a family. And they've been neglecting their daughter. So they decide to stop traveling, settle down somewhere, and bring everyone together and stay there.
Mm-hmm.
But they can't completely quit their job either. So they chose... it was Sri Lanka or whatever.
Shire Lanka.
Shire Lanka, thank you. So that's where they decided to set down, which is really far away from Ponyville. So that means Scootaloo would have to leave her friends. So we get the whole...
less than ideal.
Yeah, that whole thing. And that's what the entire episode is based around, is...
attempting to stay in Ponyville.
Yeah, and trying to deal with that. My parents are back, but I would have to either... Yeah, you have to pick between your family or your friends.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a fun thing that a lot of people have to deal with.
And unfortunately, some people don't have the option.
Mm-hmm.
With Scootaloo, the option... And here, obviously, there is the option of just staying with someone else in Ponyville.
No, eventually that option came up.
Yeah.
Took it a while.
But it is a feasible option. But for some people, they really don't have that option where they have to. And it's more often real life where the option just doesn't come up. So yeah, it's...
yeah.
Whole thing of going through and realizing you can't break up the trio.
You can't break the Creamer Crusaders up.
You can't do that.
Who else will be covered in tree sap? I guess I'll always use that joke forever.
Yes, it's a good joke. So yeah, I'm trying to convince Scootaloo's parents that no, you have to let me stay.
Yep.
And Scootaloo just dealing with this. It is at moments heartbreaking to watch it, but
kind of also funny at the same time.
Sometimes it is funny. The weird moment they're all crying together. It was
first order of business. Cry.
Yep. It's amusing and how it's presented, but it's also kind of heartbreaking. It's like, I don't know what emotion I'm supposed to feel.
How do I hold all these emotions?
Yes. It was a really good episode, though.
Yeah. Some other highlights, we actually, the whole thing at the end, they had like pretty much every single character the CMC have ever helped there at the end. Big
Cutie Mark Crusader Appreciation Day.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they got a lot of they got like troubleshoes and stuff there.
Yeah.
They got it was Tender Taps, they had Diamond Tiara and a Silver Spoon, they had Sugar Bell and Big Mac, even though there's a couple times where
probably wouldn't have helped itself. You probably didn't need to do anything on that one.
showed up, Gabby, Babs, the first time in forever. Unfortunately,
also,
most of these
Babs
characters
was here.
Yeah. Fortunately, she didn't have a speaking role. Neither Twist or Diamond.
Yeah, because Babs was the fourth Crusader.
Yeah, it's beyond that. What was it? The other thing? The thing where they try to trick Scootaloo's parents with the costume.
We're gonna invent a rare creature and try and make him stay to find out. Like, you didn't think this plan through.
Well, they're kids.
Just like, do you realize what that would entail? You would have to constantly avoid supposedly the only two ponies in the entire world who have the skills to catch rare animals. You would have to be better than them constantly so they could never actually catch you for the entire time they're living in Ponyville.
Yeah, but it's also weird. Apparently, this Scootaloo's straight up part Australian.
Oh, yes. Crikey.
Yep, her dad is very, very Australian. Very clearly modeled after Steve Irwin.
Yep.
And I'm looking
the
at
big hat with the... Yeah.
And Maine Allgood is modeled after Jane Goodall, apparently, which, kind of obvious considering the name pun there, but... So the thing is, she's been living in Ponyville so long, she doesn't have an accent.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Scootaloo with an Australian accent?
I'm trying to imagine that now. It's just so weird.
Yep. Yeah. And of course, I think it was Holiday. Yeah, Aunt Holiday is the Australian one. Is this the aunts?
Yep. Related to
the brother.
Yep. Yeah.
And they both got together with Pegasi.
They like the wings.
Yep. Oh no.
Wings are good.
Oh, Dash showed up.
So, yes.
Tickets! I got tickets!
That was hilarious.
That wasn't the reaction I was expecting.
I got tickets! And they all start crying. That was not the reaction I was expecting.
So, you want these tickets or not?
Right. One of the things, in the beginning, when Lofty and Holiday leave, they say that, here's the next people going to show up to take care of you, and Dash was on there too. It's like, aw.
Yeah, they just got...
I'm trying to remember who the other one, because they mentioned... two ponies.
I think it was the Cakes.
Oh yeah, the Cakes were gonna stop by and watch.
Yeah, they got all of Ponyville to do their job for them.
Takes a village.
The parents got all of Ponyville. I guess it takes a village.
It takes a village.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's the parents' house, but everyone comes over and makes sure Scootaloo doesn't blow it up or whatever.
Knowing the CMC, that's probably a reasonable concern.
This is actually the second time we've it's the second time we've seen Scootaloo's house, because the first time was back in...
Was it Flight to the Finish?
Yeah.
It's when they were practicing for the Equestria Games thing for Ponyville.
That was the last time we saw it, and that was just her room.
Yeah, we saw her room.
So there's actually a chance that Scootaloo's aunts weren't even there, because of how this all works.
Yeah.
They live out somewhere. Now they live in Ponyville proper.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised at how fast they sold the house.
Yeah.
They sold it real fast. It's like, why would you want to move to Ponyville? That place sees weird monsters every other week.
Yeah, you want to see weird monsters every
other
week. And maybe the brochure lied and didn't mention the monsters.
Yeah, but the newspaper.
Or is this, you live in the same hometown of Princess Twilight Sparkle.
Yeah, that would be a one.
And the elements of harmony.
Yep, and then Lofty and Holiday are moving to Ponyville. It would be interesting if they bought the house. They're the ones who bought the house. I don't think so, but that would be humorous. Oh, great! You get to keep your room, Scootaloo.
Yeah, even though we all moved all your stuff out already.
Yeah, well, at least you know everything goes. It's easier to unpack when you know where to put things.
Oh yeah, there also the parents' introduction was pretty great because it's just Crocodile
Yep. Crocodile just bursts into the school.
Eats Appleboom's desk.
Eats Appleboom's desk. And then Appleboom just takes Scootaloo's.
Yep. And Scootaloo being way too excited.
Yep.
Being excited because the first time you get to see your parents in forever.
Yep, waiting by the window.
And then, of course, Charlie's just too freaked out. It's like,
your class is dismissed. We're done.
He's just freaked out. She took it way worse than this kids did. Kids are all scared, but they kind of recovered. She's just like, I don't want to do this. Why don't I get hazard pay? I teach in Ponyville for crying out loud.
It's Ponyville. Everyone should get hazard pay.
I teach the CMC. I should get double hazard pay.
Yeah. That way you can clean up all the tree sap.
Yeah. And Snips being the... You're no ponies like that.
Right.
I almost expected when they said, "Oh, your parents," I almost expected when Scootaloo said her parents are finally coming home. I almost expected you have parents.
Oh,
because just this weird reference to this fandom.
Yeah,
you have parents.
You have parents. Right. So when I saw the parents thing, there was a whole bunch of possible ways it could have gone. Because one of the big things that I had in mind was I'm trying to remember the name of the episode where we see Dash's parents.
Yeah.
That the whole episode and the whole I don't have parents that encourage me kind of a thing, and the possible interpretations of that. So what kind of parents are these? And then we get the whole story that Scootaloo was saying, this big extravagant story, and I was expecting the whole they're like in a really bad way and are making up stories kind of a thing that are telling Scootaloo these made up stories just to make him give her a reason why we're not here kind of thing, and really bad parents. That's what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting him to that's literally it. So that was my thing that was in my head when I started seeing it's like, how is this gonna do?
Oh no,
how are they gonna play this? How is this going to tie in with what we've seen before? One of my worries was, are we just going to retcon that whole thing from earlier? And they didn't.
They
didn't. Scootaloo's parents literally just aren't around. And it is obvious that they don't really... they think about her and they do love her, but they don't really consider her in their plans. It's one of those.
We're moving Shylock. You have no say in the matter. We're not even going to just consult you or anything.
Exactly.
We're just going to spring it on you. Just expect you to go with it.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's like they're not malicious, and I wouldn't really say they're negligent, but it's obvious that they don't 100% consider Scootaloo's feelings in their plans.
I mean, yeah, that's what Scootaloo's complaining about at the end.
Yeah, which is exactly what she brought up at the end. So it doesn't really retcon the whole I don't have parents that give me encouragement. She doesn't. They don't really put as much thought that they probably should into that.
Well, it's hard to be encouraging when you're not even there.
That is the other one.
They also did like the trying to chain themselves to the sale sign and undone very quickly.
Just pull the sign up. Oh.
Womp womp.
Should have changed yourself to an actual tree. Find Fluttershy.
Or the house.
Or the house, yes. That
probably would have been a little better.
Change yourself to the house itself.
You can't damage the house to free them. You'll ruin the resale value.
House is already
they didn't know that.
Sold at this point.
Well, we remember there's always that weird thing where the buyer can back out if there's something comes up at the last second.
Right.
There's always that sort of thing. It's like, I guess what turns out they forgot to disclose something. You have like a time to back out.
Yeah.
Like say, hell yeah, this pit's broken because the kid chained themselves to the house.
And then we broke it to get the kid out. Yeah.
It was a great episode.
It was a really good episode.
It might actually be I'm hearing rumbling. People are thinking it might actually be the final CMC episode, hence, the Last Crusade.
The Last Crusade, yeah.
Might be the final one. And yeah, they also had found a way to get another Indiana Jones reference in.
Yep.
Too bad they weren't able to work out Temple of Doom. Can they work out Kingdom of the Crystal Skull?
Oh no. Don't.
Just do not.
Just jump in the refrigerator. There's your reference.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was good. It's definitely gonna be up there for the season. Yeah. Such a good episode.
Yep.
And moving on to their last section, fan content. I don't have any music. Do you have any fanfics?
No new ones.
No new ones. Okay, so this will be pretty short. Got updates though.
Yeah, I'll Bring You Home got a new chapter in which...
Yes, it did.
Yep, we got Twilight and Dash and Hurricane and Clover all together doing stuff and talking about stuff, and Clover and Twilight get into an argument over...
The unicorns are getting into an argument over which of their significant others, even though
Twilight
one
and Dash
doesn't.
Twilight and Dash aren't together yet. Oh,
yet.
Which Hurricane are
really acting like...
Yeah, because like at this point, Twilight knows something's up, but Dash is too much of a chicken to actually do anything.
And then they're arguing over which one of theirs is better.
Yep.
My Pegasus can beat your Pegasus.
Which Pegasus is best Pegasus?
Yeah,
so that's happening.
That's happening.
And they're gonna go get a flower to get out, basically.
Yeah, it's a special flower. I like the story that they put behind the mythology of it. Yep, and they needed to bring Twilight back. So yes, there's another piece of fan content though that just came out that we can talk about.
Yeah, we did.
In animation.
The one I added here, but when I add it, you're going to take over, I guess. Sure.
Oh, please. You added it because you added every link to the list. That's just what you do. I would have added it if you hadn't. Yes, Two Snacks has released another animation for the Two Best Sisters play, and this one's Red Dead Redemption 2, and it's incredible.
It's Red Dead Redemption 2, all right. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Definitely Red Dead Redemption 2.
Well, I mean, the ending shows high def, right? They just had to turn subtitles on.
It has things like bears.
The rabbit. The rabbit and the horses are probably some of my favorite.
And the best horse in the world.
Yes, that whole sequence was amazing. The entire video is just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it was done. He made it in Unity, and apparently this was intended to come out way earlier. But then he was like, "Guess what? It turns out Unity's harder than I thought it was." So it took him a lot longer to make it. But he made these PlayStation 1-esque graphics.
Yep.
For this, and made this goofy video with like Celestia and Luna running around as cowboys.
Yep.
Shooting random people. Riding horses that make car noises.
Don't walk until they go into like super anime mode.
Yeah, encountering a bear.
Yep.
Until finally got to turn the subtitles on because they can't understand. And whoa, hey.
It's absolutely incredible, and if for some reason you haven't already seen it, you need to go watch it like right now.
Yep, great use. Great it's great lo-fi animation.
Oh, it's amazing. Every bit of it's incredible.
It's fun.
It's a lot of fun. Anyway, that brings us to the end of the episode. So I hope you liked what you heard. And if you did, you can find all of our episodes, past, future, present, at pony411.libsyn.com. Remember, that is spelled Libsyn. Sin, like sink, not sinful. You can also find us on iTunes. Just search for Pony411. Go subscribe to us there. Have it auto-download and give us 5 stars or whatnot. You can also find us on Stitcher, Stitcher.com, or use the mobile app to search for our name. You can also find us on Google Play. That's play.google.com/music, and then you can search for Pony411. You can also find us on YouTube, youtube.com/Pony411. Go subscribe to us there. Click the little notification bell to get notified whenever we upload. Make sure to comment and like on the videos. We do read those. You can also find us on Ponyville Live with all of their other shows that they have listed. Find us there. And we also air on Ponyville FM every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. So tune in to listen to us there. or tune in any other time because it's a great place to find fandom music and live DJs and such like that. It's a great place. Check them out. If you would like to get a hold of us, you can email us. We are pony411podcast@gmail.com. So send us comments, criticisms, suggestions, and stuff like that. If you have something you want us to talk about, send it to us there, and we will take a look. If you just want to say hi, I guess that works too. Tell us what you thought about this episode. Tell us why you absolutely love Scootaloo's parents.
And aunts.
And why they're absolutely amazing and don't break anything. Or tell us why they are absolutely horrible and totally ruin the vision of the show or whatever you might believe. Also the aunts, because that's another thing.
Yeah.
Tell us what you thought about them.
Unless you're homophobic, in which case, go away.
In which case, if you're homophobic, then we just don't really
go
care
away.
about what
Leave
you
think.
Leave the
fandom. I'm serious. Leave. Go.
Yeah, we don't want you here.
Same with transphobes. Yeah, I saw you guys. I know. I saw you people posting.
Yes, I saw that too. We don't want you. You can also find us on Facebook. Facebook.com/pony411. Go like our page there. We post updates when they happen. And that's about it, because it's Facebook.
Yep.
Don't really care about Facebook much other than that. But you can also find us on Twitter. We are at Pony411. It's the best place to quickly say hi or tweet us or see us tweet random nonsense or whatnot. It's a hell website, but everyone uses it, so
It's all hell.
everything's
We live
hell
in
at this
hell
point.
world.
Yes. You can also find our personal Twitter accounts. I am at Alca7raz with a 7 instead of a T and an underscore at the end. And they are at Nemesis Prime 1. So go follow us. Tweet us. See what we tweet. When we do actually tweet.
I tweet semi-frequently.
I don't. But every now and then I do. Anyway, that is the end of the podcast. Once again, I hope you liked what you heard. And I hope you tune in next week.
Mm-hmm. Between Dark and Dawn is coming.
Yep. We talk about that.
Sisters.
Yep.
Gail Simone.
Yep. It's an episode. So yes, tune in for that. It will definitely be enjoyable. But until then, remember, please, pony responsibly. See ya.
Bye.